Alright, that looks about good. I think that... What the... What the...
Hey, Frosty.
What? What is this?
We're doing a tutorial.
No!
Fine.
Wait, what's that? What? Whoa! What the... What is that? No, stop! Okay. No! Hey, everybody. So today, we're going to be doing a tutorial on making a tree farm.
A one-chunk tree farm.
A one-chunk tree farm.
Fancy.
Very. So let's hop to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we did here is we just kind of made a nice little opening. I just have this fenced off so mobs can't really get in here.
We can start building. So
this was a one-chunk tree farm, correct?
Yeah, so it's all within one chunk. So F9 is the default key, so if we press that,
bam,
we can see the chunk borders here. So
red
we've
lines.
marked out a one chunk area that will build the tree farm inside.
So
and we just click that a few times
cobblestone
to get that to disappear. So now let's build up a floor quick.
How high?
We only need it, I think, 2 high. 2 high is good.
You think?
I think.
But you have it 3 high.
Well, like the floor, the interior floor is going to be 3 or 2 high. See, now you're getting me confused. But the outside wall, I'm going to make 3 high.
Very well. I'll let you finish that off.
So now we'll fill the center in 2 deep with cobblestone.
The entire thing, just solid?
Yeah. Solid all the way.
And through the magic of editing, we are finished actually throwing that stuff. So we just threw some wooden planks over here.
Yes,
make that nice.
Make it look a little nicer. And we've made the floor 2 deep, solid. So now we can build up to where the roof is going to be. So 3 high.
3 high?
Well, 4 high for the tower and then an outside again.
Okay.
And this will be where the roof of the tree farm is and where the actual trees will grow.
Okay, then.
Okay, so now I'm going to mark off an area of where the trees are going to grow. So it's going to be 9 by 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So while you do that, I'll just fill in the grass that we will need.
That is where our
because
trees
I totally
will grow.
know how to make a tree farm, and I'm not just winging it.
Fill in the rest of the roof with just cobblestone because it's nice, easy material. I mean, you can make your tree farm fancier if you want, but we're going.
I mean,
with
this is just the
materials.
basics of how it works. You can just do the whole cosmetics of it later.
Yeah, I like building it out of wood because it's like a tree farm. Though you can't add too much wood decoration above, I learned, because the harvester doesn't care and will harvest those logs for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did not know that. Okay, so once again, we do have the 9 by 9 here, and then boop, this gets filled. The rest gets filled with cobblestone.
So I'm just gonna a little more decoration and light source. Gonna stick some lights in the corners.
Oh, so it will still continue growing at night?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, at least some of the corner ones will. Probably not the ones in the middle, but it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
So now we want to place the harvester and the planter, which are from the MFR. Mine Factory Reloaded, I think it is. So harvester we want to place in the middle of one side, like so. And the planter goes underneath. And I cannot walk off an edge today.
Wow. The one time you want to walk off an edge.
The one time I want to walk off the edge, I couldn't do it. So planter goes in the center underneath.
It was a 9 by 9, so it should be pretty easy to find. Just 4
and so the default size of MFR machines is only 3 by 3. So to get around that, we use a tin upgrade, which increases the radius by 3. So it'll harvest 9 by 9. So put one in that. Put one in the harvester. And now the harvester dumps out the back, so we're going to put a chest there. You can use pretty much any chest. So I'm just going to use first one I see, so an iron chest. Okay, so now that we've placed our chest, I am going to place a filter, which will pull items out of the chest. and a redstone tube coming out of that, and the timer will connect to that in order to tell it to actually pull items out. Now I'm just running tubes along like so, and now we get some barrels. So placing 2 more filters here. Actually, no, it's a lie. Transposers is a better idea. It'll only pull 1 item at a time. And a barrel on top for storage. Barrel there. Barrel there.
Do you smell something?
No, I don't. Maybe is your nose rotting?
It is a carrot, and it was fresh 4 months ago.
Well, I think we just solved the issue then.
Maybe.
So, since the tubes don't care initially what's in what, I've put a stack of logs and a stack of saplings in each barrel. That way the tubes won't stick like other items in it first. Otherwise it'll be whatever goes through the tree farm first will end up in the barrel.
Okay.
Like apples or something weird.
So now it'll just pull this one only wood and this one only saplings?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're just going to run the tube that will actually connect to the planter. Like so. And the other one we're going to set up a furnace now. We're setting up furnaces and generators in order to make charcoal from the logs in order to power the tree farm.
So it's self-sustaining.
Well, actually, it's more than self-sustaining because you can actually pump the charcoal, the excess charcoal out to power your base. That's what I do.
Right.
Now you know how my base is powered. So digging out a 3x3 area, we're going to put an electric furnace here sideways, an electric furnace there. And run some tubing into them. Like so.
So they have to be facing this way?
Yeah. The internal GUI is basically how it's going to decide where the pipe is going to connect to.
Okay.
So like if you look at the furnace, it's going to... Actually, I'm incorrect saying that. It has to go in through the top.
Haha. And this is why we ask questions.
It is. So it'll dump in the logs in the top, and we're going to set up transposers on the side, which will pull the charcoal out, which will now run into generators. And so for the generator, we want it to go in the bottom of the generator, so generators end up sitting like that. Fuel goes in the bottom, power comes out. Let's get us some batteries to put our power into. Like that. Let's get a low voltage transformer now. Place that there. Now we want to run power into everything.
So, if I'm not mistaken, don't you only need 1 battery, though?
Well, yes and no. Like, you probably would be fine with 1 battery, but sometimes, like, the logs might run low for a second, so you won't get enough charcoal. So you have to... The extra battery allows the tree farm to rebuild its supply.
Okay.
You're probably fine without it, but I've always built it with 2, so that's how I'm doing it now. So we want to run power into the planter like so. We want to run power into the harvester. So I've dug a hole there as well, like that. And we want to run power into the furnaces, otherwise they're not going to work. Like so. And so now all our power's met. So now we want to set up some timers to tell the filters and transposers to move items along. So we want a red power timer and red power wire for this. So you need 1 jacketed wire, which will connect to the red power pipe like this, and a red alloy wire connecting to that. And that can run along to a timer. For this timer, it doesn't really matter. You probably want it on the lower side because you want it to pull multiple items out as fast as it can, because it's going to produce saplings, apples, and logs. And depending on how fast it's filling the chest, it might get overloaded and your apples or your saplings might not get out fast enough. And now we want timers on the bottom to control these two. So, connect our wires. And we'll put a timer here. This one we want on the longer side. We'll probably do 10 seconds because this one only needs to occasionally, every time a tree grows, move a sapling into the planter and pull logs out of the furnaces to put in the, pull out of the barrel to put in the furnaces. Also, I just realized that my my pipe setup for this is incorrect. So the way you want to set up red power pipes is, I'll just do it first and then explain it. Oh. So red power pipes are always going to fill to the shortest path first until it's full. So setting it up like this means that both furnaces are equal distance away. So it'll now alternate loading each one. And the generators are already set up that way. I just derped and forgot it on the furnaces. That way it'll keep each furnace and each generator equally full. So it's not filling up one and then filling up the other. So neither one gets the priority. So now that we've got timers all set up, we just have to fill everything up and then set up some initial power.
Let's boost this baby.
So, gonna fill up the planter quickly so it's actually has stuff to plant. We'll just quickly fill up these furnaces as well, or at least mostly fill them up. Now we want some charcoal to actually stick in the generators to start it all up.
It looks like a Duracell battery, just without the, letters.
So one thing I forgot to set up timers too. These transposers that will pull from the furnaces should be connected to this line. So we can just set up a line like so. Actually, let's do it a little fancier, okay? And get another jacketed wire, put that there. And get some redstone tubes and replace these three. And that should be a completed tree farm. If we go up top, we'll see that, yeah, it is. Looks like it is indeed working. Yeah, it's even harvesting. There we go.
Nice. As easy as that.
So now you can just finish your tree farm and make it look pretty. That's all you need. You do want to add, I guess I should state that you probably want a chunk. The whole purpose of this is to have a chunk loader. So it can run, as a multiplayer server as this is. I can set it to a 1 chunk radius on the chunk loader, and this chunk will always be loaded and always producing wood. And that is how my base always is powered. I missed one other thing. We want to hook up an ender chest to which all our drops will head out to. So we just run a few here, and we want to run it a far enough distance so that this is the farthest connection on the pipe. So now once these barrels are full, everything else will head into this. And our apples are heading there now. So
already got apples, nice.
Yeah. This pink ender chest connects directly to my base's storage system. So that's where all those are going. And you can set up another one here too, if you want your charcoal to head somewhere. So the excess charcoal will now head into my storage system as well. There, now we have a tree farm that's actually sending stuff to somewhere useful. So, Frosty, do you want to sign us off?
Yeah, stay frosty, everyone. Bye. Hey, what? No! Stop! Stop!
You're not allowed to say Frosty.
I'm not taking any damage. Did I drink my potions of fire resistance?
Chubby, how long have you been here?
Wait, where's Chubby?
He flew off into the sunset.
He's running away. Stop him. Stop
Get
him.
in the car!
Sir, you dropped your dignities.
Can you imagine doing this in real life? It'd be so much
I
fun.
think you'd be dead.
Well, yeah, but there's wildlife?
Well, there was wildlife. Now there's venison. Well, that's a dead deer.
Actually, what are we even supposed to be doing right now?
You
And...
just scraped your knee. Okay.
Ooh!
Alright. Oh, wow.
Boobies! Ooh!
Alright. You guys, I'm beginning to think this isn't the shoe store.
The loop-de-loop. Ooh.
Oh!